Like, if this blows up and you're consistent with it, you feel you'll continue it?
I think I would. This is my baby, you know? Like,
Today we're here with my cousin Brendan. Brendan, how you doing today, man?
good to be alive, good to be here. You know, thank you for having me, Dre.
So where you from, Brandon?
Well, born and raised Elizabeth, New Jersey. You know, grew up in not so nice part of Jersey, kind of had a little bit of hardships here and there, but came from Jersey and moved to Florida when I was 12 years old.
How was that change from going to the north to the south? You like this weather, this sunshine?
Yeah, I mean, weather's definitely different. You know, way different than the city over there that I used to live in. But I think it's the best for me and my future. Lots of opportunities out here in Florida, for sure.
So, what made you start this brand?
I had a thing called anomalous coronary artery, and I got diagnosed with that about almost a year ago. And what that entails is that I have an artery in my heart, which is deformed when I was born. And there was kind of a surgery that needed to happen so I could have a steady future with my health and make sure everything was pumping correctly in the heart. And when I realized about that, and they told me the hospital, all the officials, I kind of got a little overwhelmed by everything that was happening to me. It kind of got stressful. I was anxious. I didn't know how to feel, and my mind was all over the place. But I knew I wanted to make something out of myself, and I knew that I wanted to get something productive out of what I was feeling. And combined two and two together, created the clothing brand, you know? Something to keep me busy and a way to express myself artistically and creatively. And the idea came out of the heart surgery. And as you can see right there is the logo. We got the heart with the stitches.
Yeah, we have the heart with the stitches right now, as you
Yes,
guys
sir.
can see right here. How did you start it up? With what money? Like, how did you start it up at the end of the day? To like start, did you learn from YouTube? Like, where do you get your ideas from?
I looked all over the internet. You can find anything on the internet, really. You just got to look hard enough in the right places. I also asked around. I have a couple people that in my school and other friends that have same and similar aspirations, and I got some advice for them. And yeah, I found everything on the internet. Some from my friends. Needed the computer, some machines that were very important, necessary. I bought them all online. There's a couple of materials and products that I got from manufacturers, and I kind of started that step by step. It's kind of choppy, but it all came together in the end.
So when you created this brand, did you just hope to just have it for like a month before the surgery, or you were expecting after your surgery was successful and everything to continue it again?
When I first started the brand, I still 7 months before the actual day of the surgery. So it was October. In June, I would have had it done, and that's kind of when I had my first ideas around November. You know, I really started drawing things, mock-ups, learning how to use the formats, the websites, the materials I needed. And I was planning to just work on it, prepare, though it was a little bit rocky. I was very inexperienced, so I had my downships and my downfalls, but eventually I'd keep working until the day of my surgery. And then after surgery, I was planning to recuperate, take my time off, and keep it going after I was fully done healing, trying to add some new things here and there.
How was your healing process like? You couldn't work for 2 months? Like,
About 3 months, kind of just, you know, sitting
Stuck in the
around,
bed.
stuck in the bed like a potato. You know, couldn't really do anything.
well, you're up now. Now
I'm
we're
up.
good.
Yeah, I'm healthy, thank God. Thank Lord, you know. I'm here, I'm able to run, you know, I can do exercise. I'm all better now. Ready to work, you know, put my all into it. So, took some time, but now we're here.
Do you have any message for the young entrepreneurs or any entrepreneur that wants to start their own clothing brand and to do it at home? Because a lot of people think a clothing brand manufacturer, like, that's the big picture. But everyone starts from somewhere. And you started from a laundromat to this room.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of had an idea that all these little businesses were in this big booming warehouse that, you know, cost a lot of money and came from money. But I started this brand, and granted, I'm not the most biggest person, you know, not the most famous clothing brand owner out of all the ones that are out there. But I like to think I am experienced. I started this in my laundry room, you know, clothes in the corner, you know, laundromats running, cramped spaces, it was hot, you know, no ventilation, just working in there, you know, as much as I can, get home from school, do homework, work, and, you know, it gets tiring, but I put my all into it, and, you know, my family kind of moved my stations into this room right here.
How old are you right now? So that people that think you're not 15.
Yeah, no, so I started it when I was 15, and right now I just turned 16 about a month ago. But yeah, anybody who really wants to make anything out of themselves, you know, entrepreneurship-wise, I think it takes commitment, and that's the hardest thing about it. You know, it doesn't really matter how old you are, because everybody has their own struggles and hardships and things they're dealing with at any given age.
Did you say that do you think you were more consistent before or after the surgery?
I think before, because I kind of, you know, I hit it when the blade was hot. You know, I kind of told everybody my story. They were very interested, and I worked. You know, that's all I did. You know, I kind of put away some other things just to work. And then afterward, I kind of started experiencing, but I'm also learning when I'm not working and taking advice from other people like this guy right here. You know, he knows a lot more than I do, and I'm very grateful for you, all the advice you've given me.
Thank you.
But, yeah, it's kind of like...
This is a question that I never asked you because I was like, I don't know. Just in a different scenario, did you also do this merch for, like, to people to remember who you were as well? Just in case, like, did you ever look at it at that perspective?
That's a good question. That's a good
I
question.
think, obviously, thank God you're good at everything.
Thank God, yeah.
But, like, did you ever think while making that shirt, you like, God forbid something actually happens to me and I'm not here this day?
Just to commemorate me.
Like, did you think Stitched Up, like, will be, like, the message for you as well?
My legacy, kind of.
Yeah. Did you ever feel that while you were making a shirt before you had the surgery?
Great question. Well, I'm very faithful. And I knew God He put me on this planet for a purpose, for a reason, you know, and I thought I still had to fulfill that purpose, and I still have a lot to give to this planet. But not really. No, I was very trusting in myself and God that everything will come out okay. But thinking of that, you know, if that were to happen, if that was to happen, I think this would have been a nice send-off. You know, God forbid that happened. But
God forbid.
Yeah. Thank God I'm here. You know, everything.
What are your goals with this at the end? Do you feel like if this blows up and you're consistent with it, you feel you'll continue it?
I think I would. This is my baby. You know, like I started this from my personal story. And everybody has their own scars and stitches. This is a representative of all walks of life. You know, every community. Yeah, it's very inclusive. So I think if I were to share that with the world and people would really resonate with my brand and my story, that I would love to, you know, give it out to the planet. Really have people, you know, share this story, what this means, and how to get out greater, how to become greater after any minor inconvenience, whether it be a paper cut or, you know, life-altering surgery. It can really blow up. So of course I'd support it, you know, if things got to that point.
Look, in a moment of crisis, look how Brandon looked at crisis to business, you know, like you could turn a negative to positive. I know it sounds cliche, but it is facts that from one day from another, you could change your life in 2 to 3 months. You could lose weight in 2 to 3 months. You could change your life in 2 to 3 months with just discipline, commitment, and consistency. So now we're going to learn and see how Brandon really does all his work.
For sure, yeah. All right, YCH fam, this is the design process, how I make my hoodies and clothes. So I would design everything in an app called Cricut Design Space. Now I just make all of my art, make it proportional, have everything ready. So when I'm done with these designs, I transfer it to this machine right here, which is called the Cricut. And what it would do is cut out everything on this mat. And then I would peel it, make sure it's all proportional, and then move on to this machine. Start heating up the machine, and it doesn't take too long, and it just click of a button, press it down real hard, and when I'm done with that, it'd be ready. Come back over here, grab my materials. I got stickers, you know, sizing stickers, and then we have the bagging right here. And as you can see, this is what it would look like as a finished product. Unfortunately for you guys, this is already sold, and these are ready to go. If I need to ship it, I got shipping bags, and I'd be all done for the day. That's how I'd be creating these hoodies and all these clothing right here. Instagram is stitch._up. Find it on IG. Be sure to drop a follow. Hit me up if you guys are interested. Thank you guys for all the support.
God bless you guys.
Subscribe to YCH for real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe. Don't forget to, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Blooper. Ah!